What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Goji Island. Today is a beautiful Thursday, but when you are watching this, it is a wonderful Friday. Or I hope so. I hope that you are all feeling really awesome for this Friday episode. We are at episode number 13, and to all my subscribers, hello. Hope you're feeling awesome, and to all the new potential new subscribers or new viewers, at least, welcome. And I'm glad you find your way to Goji Island. If you this is the first time you're watching, the playlist of the whole series is in the description, so it's just to go there and watch all the other episodes as well. But today it is Friday, and Friday I used to call fun day, and so we're going to do something fun today. And the last episode we started a little bit on the downtown area. We put down some intersections and that kind of stuff, and we've done some some funny stuff there, but I thought that we should leave that for a moment and do something I've been thinking for a while. And that is something like I call it an artificial island, because I think it is because the islands are made afterwards. It's not like a natural island, so the people has built this island themselves, so that's why they call artificial islands, I guess. And there are some artificial islands around the world. One of them very famous is the Dubai, which you have the World Island. I don't know what the name of it, or if it's like name the world. But there are a lot of other cool stuff as well around the world, and I was gonna try to make something of myself, or by myself. Anyways, and often these artificial islands, they are very high end, and they look like a modern home, but it's a complete island. But here on Goji Island, people and we are not so high end here. So I'm going to try to do it like more this not well, maybe rural looking. I think you know what I'm going for. I want to make it look not so high end. Like it's really hard for me to explain in English what I mean with everything, so I have to excuse myself for that. But not so high end is like the best way I can explain it, I think. Anyways, so what do I do on the screen then? Well, I started off, as you could see, that making the shape of the first island, and then I use they are called quays, I think, to just draw around the shape of the island, so it will look like well built or something, I guess. And then I was so eager to try this like 2-level island, so you're gonna see me do that right now. So I placed down a quay to make another level of the island, and then I just raised them up with the movie tool, and then made the area also in that height. So in that way I could place a hotel on the top there, and like so you can view all over the ocean and stuff, and it turned out to look pretty cool, I guess. I think, well, we're gonna see it in a moment. And this little beach thing I worked a lot with. It was a lot that's edited out from the time lapse, and I had a really hard time to get the water not to flow up over the beach. It was really hard, really weird thing, because I was over the sea level, but it's kept coming in anyways. Well, I got it right in the end, I guess. And and these quays, I just like placed them out in the right shape, and then I just move it to higher and lower them, and put the last shapes into place, as to say. And my idea here, as you can see in the title, it's named Part 1. There will be 2 parts of this artificial island episode. The next part will be on Tuesday as a regular episode. Tuesdays and Fridays it's Goji Island time. And this first island that I'm doing, and now I'm just removing the sand there, if you're wondering. And this first time is gonna contain a hotel, a nightclub, and that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna do 3 islands. So in the next episode we're gonna do the next island, which is going to be a little residential areas for all the rich bitches, and then we are going to go and make a third one, which I haven't really quite decided what's exactly going to be on that island. Maybe another hotel, or maybe a huge casino or something. I think I want to go with somewhat a taller building, or somewhat. So we're gonna see what we're gonna figure out there. And then these I finally got the one place to place down these I think the bungalows thingy, which you can see there. We're gonna go back and take care of that area in the last part of this time lapse. Anyways, and just before that I placed down some soon-to-be ducks, which you're gonna see later in the episode as well. And when we go to the live part, you're gonna see I've placed down some yachts and some boats as well, and it looked pretty sexy, as say. And now I'm just placing down the road that will lead to the other island, which go behind. So this side of the first island is going to be a little like more boring, just a road, and all the nice and beautiful stuff is going to be on this thing we're working on here. And so now I'm placing down the road that will lead to the first hotel, and I tried out a couple of different hotels, but I really decided to go with this because I really think that it fitted as well. And when it's dark, its lights are all blue all over, so it looks really cool. And I can say, as I've said so many times before, and as all the City Skyliners detailers are telling, the Move It mod, it saved my ass in this episode. Without that, I don't know if this were going to be possible to do. I think I've used it for almost everything I plopped down on this island, all from assets to roads to quays to, well, everything, even the stones here. You're gonna see me, yeah, you can see there, I use Move It for everything. And so thank God for that mod. But we all know that it's a fantastic mod. So if you don't have that yet and you're into detailing in City Skyline, shame on you. Go download that Move It mod right away. I have a hard time imagining someone has missed it though. But anyways, here is the end of the dock that I placed down. That as you saw, I placed down a lot of rocks and then a little lighthouse. Thought it should be fun, and then played around with some vegetation just to make it look a little more interesting. And then the asset itself didn't have any of these strong lights, so I ended up placing them myself. And then I started off placing some trees in the beginning here. I'm gonna jump around a little by placing trees and making stuff, placing trees and vegetation and making stuff. So I'm gonna jump around a bit. But in this episode we're gonna finish up this first island, and then in the next episode we're gonna do the other 2 islands. Because you could see me draw the shape of the second island in the beginning of this episode, and then we're gonna just do the third, and that's going to be quite small island. I think just a small island with like a parking lot, a hangout area, a small beach, and some kind of casino. I don't really know what I know I have a lot of casino assets, but I want someone that's a little more thinner and more high up in the sky, as to say. Anyways, and just to hide the imperfections of where the quays, and I played around with some stones and vegetation and that kind of stuff. And there's some palms and some colors, trying not to go too crazy, even though I probably just did that there. Anyways, and here is the nightclub that I placed in the in the lower section of the island, and just a road, and we're gonna place some vegetation and just make things look cool. And the main vegetation I used as usual is the bigger oak tree and the shady tree, and then the palms, which you will see me placing down. And then I'm just like, my technique for placing down trees is to first take the biggest tree that will fill out the most areas and place them first. Then I take like a smaller contrast for that tree, and try to fill out the holes that I can see. And then I take the palms to fill out the rest of the air which will not be so much, but that's nice. And then all other trees like colors is placed in the middle of them just to pop. And if you think like that, it's quite fun to place in trees, because I used to hate placing trees. Now it's kind of my favorite thing to do, actually. And you know, when you really put down the time to place down vegetation, it makes everything else look so much good. And I used to not do that so much, unless like, let's place some trees here, it's going to be trees here. But as soon as I really thought of, now I'm gonna place them exactly one by one, and I place all my trees one by one, because then it looks most natural, as say. And here, as you can see, I'm placing down this wooden bridge road, and that will continue around all the islands, so you can take a stroll all around the quays, and I will continue that when I place down all this vegetation. And that was kind of cool thing, because the quays in themselves wasn't that of a cool looking, and in this way you can have people going in, well, cars as well, and at the side at the edge of the island, around all, and I think that's a really cool thing. And it is also be lighted up all around the island, and that's really cool as always. And then we are going to do this little beach, as you can see there. We're going to plop down some assets, and then we are going to also put down some residential, which I think is resorts, owned by the hotel, and you can also rent an apartment there or something and hang out and have a really great time on the island. And so I think I'm not going to talk so much more today. I'm going to leave you with some great music instead, and then I'll check in with the live part in just a moment. And we'll see each other then. See you guys. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the time lapse. The sun is about to set over Goji Island here, and we are viewing this wonderful view. And here, as you can see, I placed down some boats as well. That's a yacht. I wonder who owns this. And we have another here. There's no lightning on this, so we're gonna take a closer look on when it's daytime here. And then I placed down some sailing boats. I can imagine these might be for rent. You can rent a sailing boat and you can take it away and go out on an adventure. And here we got some motorboats. I actually didn't have so many motorboats in my assets collection, so we're gonna build a little bigger I don't know, dock, marina, something on either this island, like over here, or something, or on the third island. But we're gonna see about that. But anyways, and here is the hotel glowing in blue, which I think looks really cool. And then the nightclub over down here with some tables and a quite simple thing. I'm gonna turn on the lights. No, we're not gonna. We're gonna take a look at over here first. Actually, something I really also turned out looks so really cool. The water got exactly the right color. It looks so cozy and nice. And in the end, I couldn't place any lightning on top of these because I guess the assets end there or something. But I used the highway lightning to just like light up underneath, and I can see now it's bothered me there that I hadn't put down one of them. And it's these just simple avenue lights, and then I just put them, but wasn't there? Why aren't they glowing then? That's weird. Well, we're gonna put another one there. Oh, now they're glowing. That's really weird, man. And here's like the same thing. That's a really weird bug. Quick it is. Yeah, so there were some lightning problems, but that's solved now. But take a look at this. Yeah, looks pretty cool. And I think that like in this area we are going to like close off with some vegetation, so the beach might start I think we're gonna cut this area as well, because the beach is huge right now. But I don't really know. But we're gonna cut this area with some vegetation, so we close in these bungalows, or what they are called, a little bit. And then we have these small islands that we're gonna take a look on, maybe do something fun with. And then I think the third island will be over here, so you can see this little here might be the third one. And here we're gonna play some residential in the next episode, and yeah, it's gonna turn out cool, I think. And then we can take a look at this as well. Some beach. Does maybe don't look so nice with this lightning on the day, but yeah, this beach props is quite a simple thing. Not so much, but I really like this area, which turned out really cool. This some rent apartment, and this vegetation, these paths that I created with the moss decals looks really awesome, I think. And yeah, so that's what we did today. I guess we could take a little closer look on this as well. Turned out really cool. So you go down to the bungalows here, and it's just a lot of forest, jungly forest, and yeah, it's so cozy and nice. So this is part 1 of the artificial island, and in the next episode we are going to finish it up with these 2 islands, and then maybe fix up some flaws on this, which I might see when I have looked at this for a while. I can already see some things. But if you like this artificial island or this episode or anything with this series, please go ahead, like that like button, and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on any more Goji Island episodes. Well, by that said, I hope that you will get a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Friday, and I'll see you in the next episode, which will be on Tuesday. And until then, take care of each other and be nice, and we'll see each other then. So, Bawambaa's out.